morning to all of you. So in the last class, you have seen the specimen of cost sheet. Under specimen of cost sheet, you have taken elements of cost like a direct material. Under direct material, opening stock of material plus purchases less returns less closing stock, then the total materials, then you added the direct labor cost, then the direct expenses, then we got the prime cost. To the prime cost we add factory overheads, all the factory overheads. After adding factory overheads we will get works cost. Then to the works cost we add distribution, that is administration overheads or office overheads. There we adjust opening stock of finished goods and closing stock of finished goods. Then after adjusting this we will get the cost of production. To the cost of production we add selling and distribution overheads. So after adding selling and distribution overheads we get the total cost. Then to the total cost, if profit, we add the profit, then we will get the sales. This is how the cost sheet is. Then again we have discussed about non-cost expenses, the items which are not entered in the cost sheet. Then the next part we have seen in the last class is a division of cost, like prime cost, how prime cost is arrived, then works cost, how works cost is arrived, then cost of production, how cost of production is arrived, then profit, sales, selling price, how these are totally calculated. Then next part is a treatment of stock. So how the stock is treated here. Here the stock may be stock of raw materials, work in progress and the finished goods. Here stock may consist of stock of raw material, stock of work in progress, that is work in progress not completed, then stock of finished goods that are ready to transfer to the storeroom, that is known as here finished goods or ready to release to the market. The stock of raw material, in calculating the value of raw materials consumed during the period, say we know that opening stock is taken into account first. To the opening stock we add the purchases, then we deduct the closing stock of material, and again we deduct the materials returned, purchased, returned, etc. to get the materials, total materials consumed. Then stock of work in progress. Work in progress means here units on which some work has been done but which are not yet complete. Some work has been done which is not completed. This is the stock of semi-finished goods. Then generally consists of direct materials, direct wages, direct expenses and proportionate share of factory overheads. Work in progress is valued at prime cost or works cost basis, but later is preferred. That means here works cost basis is preferred. Then instructions in this respect should be carefully noted from the language of the question. It is valued at works cost, factory cost, then opening and closing stock will be adjusted as follows. So how the work in progress is adjusted. See, prime cost, we take the prime cost first, then to the prime cost we add factory overheads, then we add opening work in progress, then from the total, that is prime cost plus factory overhead plus opening stock of work in progress, we will get the total. From that total we deduct the closing stock of work in progress. Then stock of finished goods. If opening and closing stock of finished goods are also given in the problem, these must be adjusted before calculating cost of goods sold. So if the opening stock of finished goods and closing stock of finished goods are given in the problem, then these must be adjusted before calculating the cost of goods sold. How it is? Say we take cost of production, then to that we add opening stock of finished goods, then we get the total, and from that total we deduct the closing stock of finished goods. So this is how it is calculated. But while solving the problem or while preparing the cost sheet, we will get clear got knowledge about these. That is adjustment of opening stock of work in progress, closing stock of work in progress, then opening stock of finished goods, closing stock of finished goods, etc. So here one problem is also given to you. Calculate the prime cost, factory cost, total cost of production and cost of sales from the following particulars. Here we will be given certain items or expenses and the amount related to that. Raw materials consumed is given 40,000, wages paid to laborer is given 10,000, direct chargeable expenses 2,000, oil and waste cotton 100, wages of foreman 1,000, storekeepers wages 500, electric power 200, lighting here it is factory 500, office 200, rent factory 2,000, office 1,000, repairs and renewals again factory plant 500, machinery 1,000, office premises 200, totally 1,700, depreciation office premises 500, plant and machinery 200, total 700. Consumable stores total 1,000, manager salary 2,000, director's fees 500, office printing and stationery 200, telephone charges 50, postage and telegram 100, salesman commission 500, traveling expenses 200, advertising 500, warehouse charges 200, carriage outward 150. So while preparing the cost sheet, we classify the total expenses into factory expenses, office or administration expenses, selling and distribution expenses. So first of all, you have to identify these expenses. Which are the items belonging to factory and which are the items which belonging to office or administration and which are the items which are belonging to selling and distribution. Just by looking at these expenses, you can come to a conclusion to which a particular item belongs to. Then again, first we take into account the direct material, direct expense, direct labor. Then apart from these, all are indirect expenses. Indirect expenses are here also known as overheads, and these indirect expenses or overheads are here factory overheads, administration overheads, selling and distribution overheads. See here, raw material consumed, it is the direct material. Wages paid to laborer, direct labor. Directly chargeable expenses, direct expenses. So these here forms, these three form the prime cost: direct material, direct labor, direct expense. Then other expenses: oil, waste, cotton. Oil, waste, cotton, these are used in the factory or while manufacturing the goods or here while converting the raw material into finished goods. So oil, waste, cotton, etc. are factory expenses. Wages of foreman's wages, that is to the supervisor of manufacturing process, it's also a factory. Storekeeper, it is also related to factory. Electric power, here separately given, one is factory, one is office. So no purpose, we need not here clarify it, that is we need not classify it, it is already classified. Rent, again factory, office is given. Repairs and renewals, renewals are to the machinery or plant, so it is related to the factory. It is given to the factory, to the machinery, to the office premises. Here factory means here factory, repairs and renewals. Then machinery means here it is also related to factory. Then office means here it is related to office. Then depreciation, office means office premises means office. Plant and machinery, plant means the machinery or plant used in the manufacturing department, so it is related to the factory. Consumable store, store here comes to the factory. Manager salary, manager that is he is to look after the production process, so it comes to the factory. Director's fees, again director, here it comes to the I think administration. Directors are there to administer the organization. Office, here clearly given office, printing and stationery. Telephone charges, it is office. Postage and telegram, again office. Salesman commission, selling and distribution. Traveling expenses, we assume that traveling expenses of salesman, so it also comes to traveling, selling and distribution. Advertising related to the sale. Warehouse, that is charges for the stock or for stocking or for keeping the goods in safe place, that is also related to selling and distribution. Carriage outward, here carriage inward, carriage outward is there. Carriage inward means here while purchasing the goods, carriage outward means here while the sale of goods. Sale of goods or here carriage outward is selling and distribution. Carriage inward is related to the purchase. Purchase is related to, where always it is added to the total cost of materials purchased. Carriage inward is added to the purchases. So first of all, you must here see the problem, then you have to identify the expenses. Which expense is related to which? Here broadly there are three types of overheads: factory overhead, office overhead, selling and distribution overheads. All expenses related to the factory are transferred to the factory overhead group. Then all expenses related to office are transferred to the office. Then all expenses related to selling and distribution are transferred to the selling and distribution category, or selling and distribution head. So how here it is prepared? So here also the name of the company may be given. When the name of the company is given, we have to write it on the top. On the top, that is XYZ company. After that, here no name is given. After that, you have to write the cost sheet. It is the cost sheet. Then after that, you have to write the year, for which period. It may be for the weekend, for the month ending, or for the year ending. You have to clearly mention it, whether it is related to 1 week or a month, or 6 months period, or 3 months period, or year ending. That you have to mention on the top. Then you have, this is the cost sheet, is not an account. Under account, we we divide the total page into two. One is to write debit items, another one is to write the credit items. Here no question of dividing the entire page into two sections. Here we prepare the cost sheet in a statement form. Statement form. In one place we write the elements of cost, or we can write it as particulars. Then here while preparing the cost sheet, we take into account units, we take into account the total cost, and we also calculate the unit cost. So for that purpose, you have to provide columns. One is units column, another one is a total cost column, another one is cost per unit column. These are very essential. So in this problem, see here, units are not given. Here units are not given. If the units are given, we have to enter the units in the units column. If here only the total cost is given. Total cost is given. Here this depends upon the problem. If in the problem the units are given, then you have to write the units, then total cost, then cost per unit. Cost per unit is nothing but total cost divided by number of units produced. Here we write the units. Total cost divided by number of units will get the unit cost. Here no units are given. Here we have to write the total amount only. So it starts with direct material. So you write first direct material. See, prime cost. First of all, we calculate the prime cost. Prime cost consists of direct material, direct labor, direct expenses or chargeable expenses. It is also known as direct expenses or chargeable expenses. Here no units, units are not given, only the total cost is given. So total cost of direct material consumed. Always we calculate the material consumed. Material consumed is nothing but opening stock plus purchases, less closing stock, less here purchases returns, again add carriage inward. If carriage inward is there, otherwise only the given amount, that is material consumed. Here material consumed is 40,000. Here no units, so we need not calculate this. Then wages paid to the laborers, it is 10,000. Then direct chargeable expenses 2,000. So here no units, So you have to write only this. So after adding this, you will get, this is known as the prime cost. All these are prime cost consists of direct material, direct labor, direct expense. So here it is 40, 50, 2000 is the direct expense. Then to this we add factory overheads. We add factory overheads, or these are also known as indirect expenses, or also known as works overhead, factory overhead, indirect overhead related to the factory, or works related to the work or related to the manufacturing, or also known as manufacturing overhead. So here you have to identify, say, related to the factory only. Here oil and oil waste and cotton. One of the factory overheads is oil, waste and cotton. Oil, waste and cotton. It is, you calculate here, total can be transferred to the last column. So you write it inner side itself, 100 rupees. Then wages of foreman. Foreman means here the supervisor, that is manufacturing in the department. Wages of foreman, it is here 1000. Then storekeeper's wages. Storekeeper's wages, again he is also in the manufacturing department. Electric power, I think electric power, it is given. Electricity is used in the manufacturing department, it is 200. Then factory lighting. Factory lighting 500. Then factory rent, all these are clearly given in the problem related to the factory. Factory rent 2000. Then repairs and renewals. Repairs and renewals, again it is related to factory. One is factory plant, another one is machinery. Plant, one is related to the plant, another one is related to the machinery. Here 500 and 1000. 500 and 1000. Then consumable stores. Depreciation on plant. Depreciation on plant. Plant is used in the manufacturing department, and machinery. Machineries are there in the manufacturing department. So it is 200. Then consumable stores. Consumable stores. Stores which are consumed during the production time. They are not identified with the product manufactured. It is 1000. Then manager's salary. Here we assume that manager who is there in the production section. Manager's salary. So it is 2000. So total of this is 9000. 9000. So after adding this, the total is now 61,000. 61,000. See here, factory overheads, oil, waste, cotton, wages of foreman, storekeepers, wage, electric power, factory lighting, factory rent, repairs and renewals to plant and machinery, then depreciation on plant and machinery, consumable stores, then manager's salary. It is totally 9,000, that is related to the manufacturing or related to the factory. So after adding all these factory overheads, the answer is, or the amount that is arrived is known as works cost or factory cost. Therefore, works cost is also known as factory cost. This is works cost. To the works cost we add administration overhead. Administration overhead. The various administration overheads, also known as office overheads. Office overheads. Administration overheads. the various administration overheads. One is here office lighting. Office lighting 200. Then office rent. All those expenses related to the office are incurred while administration or at the time of administering the organization. Repairs, renewals of the office premises. Repairs, renewals of office premises. It is 200. Then depreciation of office premises. Depreciation of office premises 500. Then directors fees. Management directors fees. It is also 500. Then office printing and stationery. Office printing and stationery 200. Printing and stationery 200. Telephone charges 50. Telephone charges 50. Postage and telegram 100. Postage and telegram 100. Then we total these. So the total of these office overheads or expenses 2,750. 2,750. So expenses related to the office or administration. Office lighting, office rent, repairs, renewals of office premises, depreciation of office premises, then depreciation of office premises, directors fees, office printing and stationery, postage and telegram. All these are incurred in the office or at the time of administration of the organization. So total of this is here 2,750. So after adding this administration overhead, that is administration overhead, we get the cost of production. Cost of production. Now the cost of production is 63,750. To the cost of production, we add selling and distribution overheads. Selling and distribution. All expenses which are related to the selling and distribution. Here expenses related to selling and distribution are here. Salesman's commission 500. Salesman's commission 500. Then traveling expenses. Traveling expenses means here traveling expenses of salesman. Again 200 it is. Then advertising related to the sale. We are 500. Then warehouse charge 200. Then carriage outward. I said carriage outward is related to sales. Carriage inward is related to purchase. So 150. So we no other items. We total this. Total is 1,550. So after adding these expenses related to the selling and distribution, the result is known as the total cost. It is known as the total cost. So therefore, total cost. Selling and distribution, therefore total cost. So after adding this, total cost. Here the total cost is 65,300. 65,300. See, in the problem, profit is given. We add profit. After adding the profit, we will get the sales. Here the profit is not given. We are only asked to calculate all these types: prime cost, worst cost, selling cost of production, then the total cost. So this is how under cost sheet we calculate the total cost. Or here, if we continue this, we add profit, then we will get the sales. So that's all.